AI is a machine that mimics human being. AI is a machine that mimics human being. And I said that AI is not a robot. Although robots uses AI to function. AI is more like a software, something that you cannot see. Something that you cannot see. A program, let me not say something, a program you cannot see that mimic human being. It thinks, acts, and behave like human being. And how does AI really works? How does AI really works? If it thinks, behaves, and moves like AI, how does it really works? The answer is that AI learns from human being. For you to do like somebody, you have to learn from that person. You cannot, on your own, come up with anything and just run with it. You have to learn from the person that you want to mimic. So AI learn from human being. In other words, everything we are doing right now, on the internet especially, most especially on the internet, every single thing, AI is using it to learn. For example, this meeting that we are having right now, there's an AI that is recording everything that we are doing and is using it to learn. What I'm saying, how I'm saying it, my movement, every single thing. There's an AI that is checking everything out and is using it to learn. And that's how AI works. AI learns from data. AI learns from data. AI learns from data, basically. They learn from data that we give them. So the more they know about humanity, the better they can mimic them. If you notice about this time last year, AI is not as this good. AI is not this good. There were still a lot of errors in generations here and there. However, right now, today, there is a lot that AI can do beyond what we could even think of as of last year. We couldn't imagine that we could get it as fast as this. But because there are several informations, that they are using to learn, and as much people that use them, the more they can learn, because they are only trying to copy human and do exactly what they do. The more data you give them, they will make sure that they observe a pattern and then use it to learn. That's how AI works. So AI works based on data, the information you give it. It will receive it, learn from it, and then now make a decision, trying to do exactly what human being will do. I believe that is simple enough. If it's not simple, please just write it down as a question so that you can quickly just ask me when the time comes. The next thing we're going to be learning is, we're going to practicals. I'm just trying to clear the theory part right now. What are the different types of AI that we have? Different types of AI that we have. Number one AI is narrow AI. It is called narrow AI. Also, some people call it general AI. Some people call it simple AI. Some people call it generative AI, depending on how you want to take it. But that AI is the one that we all know. It's the general one. It's the one that has been achieved right now. It's the AI that can do a specific task better than human being, or even at the IQ of any human being. Narrow AI, which is the first type of AI that we have, or the generative AI, or general AI, as you can call it, is an AI that can do a specific, it's trained on a specific task. It can do more, but there is one that it was trained to do specifically. And for example, now ChatGPT was trained with a large model. There's a lot of data that OpenAI used to train ChatGPT. But most importantly, what ChatGPT do best is that administrative work. If you give ChatGPT a prompt to generate video, ChatGPT can't do that. ChatGPT is trying to generate images now, but it's not generating images on its own. It's using Canva API. So it's not on its own because it's trained to do administrative work. That is what it's trained for. So the information it has is administrative information. So it's good mainly for creating document, brainstorming and doing research and the likes. Even the same with Almost all the AI that we have right now falls into this category because that's what they've been able to achieve. Generative AI. All of them are trained on a specific task. They can maybe accommodate to do some other things using API, using some one or two plugins. However, there are one or two tasks that they are trained on to achieve. And the second type of AI that we have is AGI. AGI. Some people call it AGI, artificial general intelligence. General intelligence. What that means is that an AI that can do exactly like human being. It will think, feels, and initiates on its own without adding information, without depending solely on information. In other words, if you feed this information, it will process the information and make a decision just exactly as human being, and it doesn't have to do one work, one job, or one task like human being would do. Human being can be trained for. I can be a doctor, but that doesn't mean that I cannot learn how to be administrative. I cannot learn how to be creative. I can be a doctor that is also a freelancer. So exactly what that AGI is. But the sad part of it is that on paper, it has not been achieved yet. This is a futuristic stuff. They're still trying to work on it to get AI to get to that part. They've not been able to achieve it. And the third type of AI is super intelligent, where AI will be much more intelligent than human being, far intelligent than human being. And also, this is also a goal that's not been achieved yet on paper. That's not been achieved yet. And there's a reason why I'm saying on paper. In case you go online and you see something that is close to what I'm saying, on paper it has not been achieved yet. So based on that, we will all agree that it has not been achieved since it has not been achieved yet. Okay, 1 minute, please. I want to admit someone in. All right. So so right now we're going to be going into the understanding the fundamental of prompting, and I'm going to be teaching us the 5 W of prompting. There are a lot of sides to prompting, and because of our time, and because of this class, we're going to be just be measuring on one technique. I'm going to be sharing PDF with us where we'll have access to all the techniques, the cheats. You can go over it on your own and also use it to complete the assignment I'm going to be giving at the end of this class, so that you can better improve yourself on the skills. However, I'm going to be teaching us the 5 W. It is the easiest way for you to be able to prompt. It is the easiest way. And subsequently, I'm going to be teaching you also my personal trick. My personal trick, which I have found to be much more effective and less stressful. I mean, from people that have introduced themselves, I don't think there's any Gen Z. From the voice I heard, anyway, I don't see you face to face, but from the voice I heard, I don't think there's any Gen Z in the building. So some of us, we don't like stress. We just want to do it as fast as possible and as good as possible. So I'm going to be showing you that. But the first, the 5 W to prompt engineering is asking the question, who do you want? Number one, first question is, who do you want the AI to be? The first question is, who do you want the AI to be? Who do you want the AI to be? Who do you want the AI to be? In other words, as you're about to prompt the AI, okay, let me rewind a little bit, because I'm assuming that all of us know what prompting means. I'm assuming that. So let me quickly rewind a little bit. AI, just like I said, works based on instruction. The instruction you feed AI, it receives it, processes it, and try to do exactly as human being would do. For example, now, if I sit to ChatGPT, which is we're going to be talking about, you mentioned ChatGPT a lot. I think it's the first. Yeah, I think it's the first before every other one comes in. Not the first, but the most popular, actually. Because I remember Siri was before ChatGPT, and Siri uses AI to be able to achieve what it does. And some other tools like that. So we're going to be, if you sit with your ChatGPT, as I was saying, and you ask ChatGPT any question, what you are asking ChatGPT is an information. ChatGPT will receive that, process it together with the information he has. I mean, people that created ChatGPT told ChatGPT that, okay, if someone asks you this question, this is how human being responds. So it will take your question, process it, try to search the archive of the information he has, and see, okay, how do they say human response to this question, and it will try to bring answers to you. And if he cannot find it in his personal archive, he goes into the internet. Basically, he uses YouTube, uses Reddit, and also some other research website. Maybe I think like LinkedIn, Google, and some other ones. Anyway, he just use them to draw information. And if you can't find anything, trust me, ChatGPT will still give you something. Okay, I don't want to pronounce your name in the wrong way, but the person that you say is waiting for me to admit him in is not here. Maybe you should try and try to come in. I'm not seeing anybody here. I'm looking at my screen right now. So you should try to join with the link. So what was I saying? ChatGPT, once you give the information to ChatGPT, ChatGPT is going to process it and then gives you the answer. And if you can't find the answer from its archive, it's going to search the internet. And so your working with AI is as good, I can see him now, is as good as you're working with AI, right? It's as good as the prompt you are giving the AI. You're working with AI is as good as the prompt you are giving the AI. I've admitted the guy in, but I can't see him coming. What is going on from his own end? I've admitted him in. He just disappeared. All right, so not to delay the class. So what was I saying? You're working with any AI tools, including robots. Remember, robot is not AI, but robot uses AI to achieve what he has to achieve. So in doing that, you have to understand that your prompting is the bedrock, is the foundation for any AI tool. If you give wrong prompting, you will get wrong answer. For example, now, if I asked ChatGPT, let me share my screen so that we start from there gradually. Windows, let me share my. Right, so let me go to ChatGPT. ChatGPT. Let me change this to one that I can use for this class. All right. I believe everybody can see my screen. If you cannot see my screen, just let me know. It's either you DM me or you comment in the live chat, and I will see it. So please, I believe everybody can see it. I'm just waiting for it to finish loading, and then we'll move on from there. All right, so this is ChatGPT. For some of us who have not seen ChatGPT before, but I believe every one of us have seen it, I believe. So this is ChatGPT, and if I'm asking ChatGPT any random question, now let me say, ChatGPT, what are the things that I can ask that everybody knows right now? Okay, I need a business plan. If I give this information to ChatGPT, say I need a business plan, this is an information I'm giving to ChatGPT, but this information is not sufficient. This information lacks a lot of things. For example, the first one I mentioned earlier, which I'm still going to go back into it, but I'm just letting you know that the use of AI depends on your prompting. what you tell any AI to do is what determines the result you're going to get out of it. So if you see anybody that is doing very well, okay, I'm sharing my screen, sir, but I'm going to just do that again in case you can't see it. Let me stop sharing. Right. So I'm sharing it again now. Okay. All right. Can everybody see my screen now? If you can see it, please just give me thumbs up. If everybody can see it. I'm assuming that everybody can see my screen. All right, thank you. So this is the prompts I'm giving in. I need a business plan. That's the prompts I'm giving the ChatGPT right now. And this is what ChatGPT look like. So this prompt is not sufficient. So if I give it to ChatGPT now, and I truly need a business plan, I want to start a business, and I need a business plan, and I'm giving ChatGPT to help me out as an AI tool, and I'm giving it to it. Now, absolutely, I can help you to create professional plans. To make it useful, I need a few more details. Did you hear that? That's because the information you give is not sufficient. Imagine if this is to be last year, it's not even going to ask this kind of question. ChatGPT is just going to give you the rubbish answer that it believes you deserve. But because it has upgraded its version, almost every 3 months they update the version. So now you have this. It's asking you some of the things that you are supposed to include in the prompt that you didn't include in prompt. So instead of this, delaying yourself like this, you could have put everything in your prompt. You could have put everything in your prompt. So what I'm trying to get at is that your use of AI depends largely on the prompt. If you don't get the prompt right, you may not get the best result, especially when it comes to creating flyer, which we are going to be doing tonight. I mean, image, video generation, music generation, writing books, writing biography, and doing research. If you don't get your prompt right, even coding, building websites, or even doing administrative job, maybe like responding to a customer or creating a document, your prompt has to be on point. And so there are guidelines to writing a professional and the right prompt. There are guidelines, and in that guideline, there are about 3 that I have personally that I use. So I'm giving us one, but I'll send a document that contains the 3 to us before the end of this class, or I'll send it in the class on the group. And I think at this point I should mention, I said it at the beginning, but for some of us that are just joining, if you are not in the class, if you are not on the group on WhatsApp, go to the comment section right now. You see the link there to join the class. Please join the class so that we can always ask questions there, and I can also walk us through some of the things that may be a bit challenging to us on the as far as this training is concerned. So please go to the comment section and you see the link to the WhatsApp group in there. I've already pinned it. You can see it. Just click on it, you take it directly, and then you can join. And so I'm going to be sending the document to the WhatsApp group so that all of us can have it and use it to train. But as far as this class is concerned, I'm going to be teaching us the one of those techniques, and that is the 5W question. And number 1 question to ask is who. Who do you want the AI to be? So in this now, I'm trying to write a business plan. I'm trying to write a business plan, right? And who do I need AI to be? Obviously, 1 minute. 1 minute, please. Holy Spirit. Okay. All right. So who do I need the AI to be? Before I continue, let me mention again, if you are not on WhatsApp group, please kindly join the WhatsApp group. It's very important. It's the class where we're going to be having interaction. Some of the assignments I'm going to be giving you now is where if you have any challenges trying to achieve it, you are going to be you can ask questions on that group and I'm going to be able to correct you and walk you through. Go to the comment section right now. You will see some of the instruction. One of the instructions is that please close your mic and also your camera in class. Thank you, Caspar. You might need to close your camera and also mute your mic unless you are called to do that. Some of the instructions already on the comment section. Just go over it. You see the WhatsApp group there too. I believe I can continue. Caspar, please kindly close your camera, please. Thank you. And Angelo, anyway, I don't need that. All right. Angelo, please, can you mute yourself, please? Yes, your audio too. All right, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm requesting that we do that simply because of order, just so that one person can be the one speaking, and then when you're looking at your screen, you're only seeing one face talking to you. It helps you to easily understand and not get confused. So I believe I can continue now. All right, so I said prompt engineering is the bedrock of everything you are going to be doing with AI. And then the first technique I'm giving you is the 5W questions. And the first question is, who do I want AI to be? So let's go back to our question, the conversation we're having with ChatGPT. I need a business plan. So who do I need ChatGPT to be in this case? You can let ChatGPT be anybody, an entrepreneur, a CEO, a business, a project manager. You can, whatever you want ChatGPT to be, you can just describe it to be. In this case, I think I want to use the let me use a manager. You are a manager. Okay, so now you have said who you want. Let me not go ahead of myself. You have said who you want ChatGPT to be. Now, this is the first question you're asking. Who? So in any of your prompts, make sure there is who is there. Who do you want ChatGPT to embody? Remember, it's an AI that is trained on a specific task. So you want to give that person a role. Who do you want ChatGPT to be? So I want ChatGPT to be a manager in this case, who is also a CEO of the company. All right, so the next question, right? Because I'm trying to type it at the same time. I don't want to jump and just go ahead of myself. The next question is what? Now that you know who you want ChatGPT to be, you want to ask a question. What exactly do I want ChatGPT to do for me? Do you understand? And I'm doing this as basic as possible. Some of the prompts I'm even writing, I'm just thinking about it. I'm just thinking of it from my head right now. For example, let me take another example. For example, now you want a legal advice, and you want ChatGPT to be a lawyer. So you say, ChatGPT, I want you to be a lawyer. You want to edit and you need a concept. You say, ChatGPT, imagine you are a professional video editor with 10 years of experience, 20 years of experience. You have edited for this and this and this and this and this. That helps ChatGPT to be able to know that, okay, this is the role I'm playing. Remember how I defined this general AI or narrow AI, as we called it. It's an AI that is trained on a specific task. So giving it roles helps the AI to be able to understand what you are saying. So who is the first question, and the second question is, what now do I want AI to do for me? And so you can, if you for example, you can say that as a video editor, you're a video editor, I want you to write a script. You are a lawyer, I want you to defend me on this particular case. So now the second question is, what do you want? So let's continue with our prompt. Remember what we had gotten as a result the first time when we just used random prompt. So let's compare it what we're going to be getting by the time we are done with this. And by the time we are done with this, we're going to experiment it on creating a flyer, and then we'll call it a day. So next class, which is on Friday, we're not going to be looking into how to create flyer in general. All right, so you are a manager, and there's a reason why I'm saying there's a manager. You're a manager just so that you can, in creating your business plan, you can be able to know how to manage some of the resources that I have and the likes and others. So who is also CEO of a company. Let me not use D because we don't have a company yet. All right, so I want you to write me a business plan. Now you have told ChatGPT what to do. You have given it who, and now ChatGPT now has what. But the next question still remains, because this is not complete yet. Why? That's the third question. Why? Why do you need me to write this business plan? Why do you need the business plan? Why do you need a business plan? So I need a business plan because I want to start the business. I need a business plan because I want to present it to investors. It changes the game completely. Okay, how ChatGPT is going to write that is going to be different. It's going to be different from how it's going to write if you want to start a business. Okay, I need a business because I want to archive it. I need a business plan because I want to archive it in the house. I mean, I've started this business. I just want to have a business plan. I started it out of passion, but now I want to have a professional documented business plan. It's going to be entirely different. Can you see the technique right now? If you don't put the why there, ChatGPT will think that okay, it can come up with why for you, and it will just give you random answer, and you will not be satisfied. I hope I'm making every sense. Like I mentioned, if what I'm saying you're finding a bit difficult to understand, please just note it down, write it down. It's very important. Write it down. The most important thing about this class is that you need to understand. You need to be able to do it on your own and achieve much more than what I'm even teaching you in class. So just write it down as a question. There should be time for you to ask the question, and if there is no time, you can always ask on the group. All right, thank you so much. So I can continue now. Now that we have who, we have what, and then we need why now. So let me say, because I want to, you're a manager who is also a CEO of a company. I want you to write me a business plan. I want to present it to investors. Okay, to investors. Present it to investors. All right, so we have the why now, but that's still not enough. We still need okay, yeah, I think I've given the next one. We have the why I want to write it. The next question is, who is it for? Who is the audience? And in this case, I already include the audience. It is for the investors. It is for the investors. It is for the investors. So the next, which is the last question, is how should I write it? I want it in a casual tone. I want it in a formal tone. I want it in a big grammar. And anybody that's reading it from page 1 will not be able to finish it. We just said, okay, no, I think I'm done. Can you just tell me what you want? Or I want it in a simple English where even a toddler will be able to read it. Because ChatGPT, like I mentioned, is training on a voluminous data. So it can just pick a lot of things for you if you care is not taken. And sometimes your how is that you want it to sound as human, human as possible. You want to sound as human as possible. So that could be your how. So in this case, I think I would just choose passionate and humanistic as possible. All right, so you're a manager who is also a CEO of a company. I want you to write a business plan. I want to present to investor. I want it to sound realistic. Okay, yeah. I want it to be realistic and realistic and yeah, let me leave it as realistic. All right, so with this now, you have almost everything you need. I used almost because it's not 100% perfect, but you have 80% to go. If you check my other technique, which I'm going to be teaching you the next minute right now, you will get the 100%. And then if you check the document, I'm going to be sending it to the group like I mentioned earlier, you will see all the techniques. So if, depending on what you are working on, as an admin, you can use this one. As creative, you can use this one. As an entrepreneur, you can use this one. As a freelancer, you can use the other one. There are about 5 techniques in that PDF that I'm going to be sending, so you can always have it. So let's click on send so that we can get our results. Voila, ChatGPT is now working. Okay, so it's absolutely I can write an investors ready business plan that reads like one prepared by an experienced CEO. An experienced CEO. I believe you can see the difference from what we had earlier, right? This is sounding very amazing, and then it's giving me already to make it incredible. I need some information about your business. Number 1, company name. That's why I said it's not 100% perfect. Like I mentioned earlier, it's just you have almost all you need. Company name, countries, and it is it already operating? Remember, I mentioned it earlier that if I want to see, I would just tell him that okay, I started it out of passion, but now I want to have it documented depending on what I want. So in this case, I can say it's not. I'm just starting out. I need investors to come in so that we can put funds together and start. And then, what does your business do? Business model, market, team, and funding and financials, long-term visions, and ChatGPT will go and finish everything for you. So that's the first technique, the five W, the who, the what, the why, and the who is it for, and then the how. The who, the what, the why, and the who for, and then the how. So these are the 5 techniques. However, the one I use, and throughout this training, I think that's what I'm going to be using the most. The other technique, you can check it in the PDF when I sent it. And please, you don't have to follow what I use. Look and understand all of them and see the one that works for you. I am not someone that type a lot. If you notice some of the things I'm typing, because I'm talking and typing, there's a lot of errors in there. So you notice I'm not that kind of person that type a lot. So I prefer this method that I'm using right now, which is dictating method. That way I can express myself better and easier. Better and easier. That's what I prefer to do. And when I'm talking, I kind of think when I'm talking, so it's easier for me to give all the information even without ChatGPT asking. It's just perfect for me. So I'm encouraging you, don't just take what I'm giving you. Study and experiment each and every one of them and see the one that works for you. You will find them in the document and also the one I've given you in class. So let's continue to my preferred method. So I'm just going to click on this mic. That's how I do it. So what can I give ChatGPT right now? Let me assume that I'm a content strategist and a video editor. So I strategically create content to for any brands for visibility and for increase in the profit. So what can I come up with right now? That's to do with, all right, let me do advert. Okay, ChatGPT, I want it to be, let me cancel it and start over again. ChatGPT, I want to create an ad, a commercial ad for a brand called XZ, EXCEE, XZ. They are digital marketer, brand marketer rather. They are the company's brand marketer, yeah. They are brand. They are company who are into brand marketing, and I'm going to be sharing the link to their Instagram with you. And I want to create an ad for them, and I want to come up with an idea to be for the ad. I want something unique. I want something that stands out. I want something that the first 5 seconds already says everything about the ad, and at the same time, it's just the hook. So I'm having the length of the ad should be about maybe 40 minutes to 45 minutes long, max 50 minutes. It shouldn't be more than that. And I want you to come up with the script and give me the visual representation. And then I'm going to be using AI to generate the video. So I need you to be as detailed as possible and have all of this information in mind, so that by the time you are giving me the script, you are not going to be struggling with the prompt, the visuals, and the sound effects, and every other thing that you're going to be giving me that can complement the ad. Yeah. So, thank you. All right. If you observe what I did right now, automatically I had to give so much information. Why? Because I'm talking. Some people, while they are typing, they think first, they type small. They think first, type small. It's not working for me. But I prefer to just express myself. That's why I'm saying this, for me, is the best. I just express myself, And over time, when I first started, to be honest, let me give that disclaimer. Some of these things that I'm saying, because of my pronunciation and what and how ChatGPT was trained, it was very difficult for ChatGPT to understand what I'm saying. But over time, as I continued, ChatGPT adapts to my voice, and now almost what I said, there's no error. My pronunciation, ChatGPT can get everything that I'm saying. So let me complete this by going to Instagram, look for XZ. It's one of my friends' company, XZ. No, this is not it. All right, so all right, so this is what I'm looking for. I'm just going to copy the link and give it to ChatGPT to work with, so that it can use the information there to be able to give me what I need. All right, so I'm giving it the link right now. Remember what I said? This is what works for me. If it doesn't work for you, that PDF, you'll find another technique. Please study it. Experiment with everything. I would advise don't experiment with one. Experiment with everything. Why am I saying this? By the time you want to do other things, you might need something more detailed, something more complex that can fit in what you want to do. For example, coding. For example, maybe you want to be virtual assistant. I use that a lot because it deals with interacting with human being, and there's a lot of response and some terminologies that you may need to use, and so other prompts can work for you. Or this dictation, if you know those terminologies. When it comes to, by the time you are generating videos and creating movies and all that, and creating audio, some of the terminologies I'm going to be using too, you might need to go and get yourself familiarized with them, so that it can be easy for you to be able to tell ChatGPT what to do. All right, so now I've given ChatGPT the prompt, and this is what we have. It said, I like the direction you are thinking. One thing first, I assume you meant 40 to 50 seconds. Did I just say 40 minutes? Oh, did you hear that? Thank you. Thank you. I didn't realize I said 40 minutes. It's 40 seconds I meant. Thank you. All right. So it said the title should be Before They Hear Your Pitch, They See Your Brand. I hope it's not conflating the last prompt with this right now. People don't buy your products first. They buy what your brand makes them feel. The hard isn't about design. It's about perception. So, Blastcoin, a notification appear, investment decline, proposal rejected. We will get back to you. Heartbeat, then everything glitches. A bold white sentence. Failed the coin. It wasn't your idea. It wasn't your brand. Boom. Music drop. This is the hook. People instantly wonder, wait, what? I'm not feeling it, but for the sake of class, I think I'm just going to let it slide. I'm not feeling it anyway. It's not there at all. For and hard. No, if you want to market me, your market to me has to be on point. And so that kind of hard cannot work for someone that is proposing to market my brand. All right, so but I think we've gotten the what I'm trying to teach, which is the prompt engineering. Let me not go into the remaining one. The prompt is that you can use 5 technique. I mean, the number 1 technique is the 5W, which is the who, the what, the why, who is it for, and then the how. So you can use that, and also you can use dictation, just like what you saw me do. And the third one, which I'm not going to go into it, but it's simple. Once I mention it, you get it. Is that you can allow AI to prompt other AI. In other words, if you want to use AI, we're going to be using it as time goes on, depending on what we want to do. You tell ChatGPT, this is what I want to achieve, so I need a prompt to generate it. ChatGPT is going to give you the prompt. You paste the prompt to ChatGPT again, it will give you the result. Because that way, it understands the language that every other AI speaks, and it is easy for you to be able to get that. To get the best result, allowing AI to tell you how to prompt the AI. Does that make any sense? I hope you are not confused. Allowing AI to tell you how to prompt other AI is as simple as that. So for the practical part for today, we're going to be creating a flyer, because that's the simplest thing we could use. Experiment with this prompt right now. We can create documents, but I'm not an admin person per se. I do administrative work if I have to, but I'm not an admin person, so it's not even coming to mind right now. Which document do we want to create? So I think we'll just go straight into creating flyer. And I will, if you have not been following me, please at this point I will want you to open your laptop and just follow me. We're going to be using the 5 technique: the who, the what, the why, the who is it for, and then the how. So we're going to be using that to be able to create flyer, just giving all the information. So I'm opening new chat for ChatGPT right now. ChatGPT can create flyer using, I mentioned earlier while I was explaining, it's not ChatGPT itself that is creating it. It's using the API. ChatGPT in partnership with Canva is the one giving you that result that you are seeing in front. So right now, if you are not following me, please let's follow. Or does anybody have any practical things that is not so, that won't take so much time, that you want us to use as to experiment? Do you have anything right now? If you have, please unmute your mic and just let me know. Does anybody have? So I'm assuming that nobody has something that he wants to do that would love us to use as an experiment.
Hello, sir.
Okay, I can hear you.
Hello, sir.
I can hear you. Say what you want to say.
Okay, we didn't get the five W correctly.
Okay. All right. I will tell you over again now. I will go over it now. However, like I said, there will always be a time for questions. So you could have waited to that time when I call for question before you ask. So, but I will answer you. But going forward, please avoid that. When I call for a question and answer, that's when you should ask the question. Thank you. Um. All right. So the 5W is the who first. The who. Who do you want the AI to be? If you're in class, at the time I started teaching it, I mentioned the fact that AI, generative AI, the narrow AI, the general AI, whichever you want to call it, is trained on a specific information. So that means that once you give the AI a role, you tell them who you want them to be, it makes it easy for them to answer your question properly. Oh, I want you to be a lawyer. So he knows that every argument, anything is going to be giving you, is going to be giving you as a lawyer. Instead of just asking the question randomly, it will give you as ChatGPT. But if you ask ChatGPT to be a lawyer, then it can gives you the answer from the perspective of a lawyer, mimicking a lawyer. So the number two question is what? What do you want the lawyer now, for example, the lawyer to do for you? So I want you to defend me on a criminal case, on a divorce case, on murder case, whichever one. You're just going to give what you want the AI to now do for you now. What you want the ChatGPT or the other AI, any AI that you want to use to do for you. And the third one is why do you want the AI to do it for you? So, for example, I got arrested yesterday, and I was charged with this, charged with this, charged with this. So I need you to give me this. Do you understand that? So you've given it why you want that task to be done. And who are you submitting it for? Who is it for? Okay, it's for me to be able to. I want to have that information. For example, I'm using an example. I want to have that information for me to know how to respond to the police when I'm being questioned. Oh, I want to have this information to be able to know the kind of lawyer I can pick to follow me to go with me to the court. Oh, I want to have this so that I can defend myself. Whichever way, you need to give ChatGPT who is the whatever you are asking it to do for. Who are you trying to give it to? And I gave several examples. You can always go back to the um, video by the time I shared it on the group. So, and then how do you want ChatGPT to answer this? How do you want it? In what format? In what style? In what pace? In what way? That's the last question. How? How? So we started with who. I want ChatGPT to be a lawyer, and what I want you to defend me on a criminal case. Why? Because I want to have this understanding of how this case is going to be. Because I have been like this, I've been like this, I've been like this, and who is it for? It's for me. I want to have understanding. And so, how do I want you to answer to it? I want to answer to it in a way that I will understand. Don't use grammar, all those terminologies that I cannot understand. Use simple English that I can understand, and make it as realistic as possible, so that the exact scenario that will play out in this case of mine, and so you can now send, and ChatGPT will be able to give you an accurate result as much as possible. It might, if it doesn't, if it's not sufficient, just like you saw, it's going to ask more questions. I hope you understand now. Just give me thumbs up if you do. All right, so I think we can go back to our example, which I was about to show you, creating flyer. Um, okay, thank you, Angelo. All right, so I want you to be a graphic designer. Act as graphics and graphic designer and color expert. with a little knowledge of marketing. With a little knowledge of marketing. So that's who I want ChatGPT to be now. I hope you are following this example. And like I said, if you have not been following me, open your laptop now and please try and follow me. I want ChatGPT to be to act as a graphic designer and a color expert with a little knowledge of marketing. And then I want you to design a 3D graphics, 3D flyer this is what I'm telling you what I want right now. I want ChatGPT, who is now a graphic designer, a color expert, and has a little knowledge of marketing. I want to design a flyer for me, a 3D flyer for me. So what's the flyer for and why? So I want the flyer to the flyer is for my AI training. Flies for my AI training, which is coming soon in August. So the AI is for my AI training, which is coming soon in August. The title of the training is the title. No, let me first of all finish what I'm saying before I give all the details. So we have who now. I want ChatGPT to be a graphic designer, color expert. We have what now. I want you to design a 3D for me, and we have why. We have who is it for. It's for my AI training, and then why and how. I'm going to be answering how. Why is for this flyer is for anticipation, and then we're going into how now. So I'm going to say create the flyer using these details. All right, so AI one month AI filmmaking coming soon. Coming soon in August. Coming soon in August. Okay, I'm on how now. I'm giving it how it to achieve it, because it needs this information, or else ChatGPT will come up with its own information, and I want to give it specific information. So I'm on how, and part of this how entails a lot. After this, I'm going to be going into the dimension. I'm going to be going into font right now. Coming soon in August. Add my number. No, for more details. All right, so use Beerbass font, and then I'm asking it to do dimension. Now what I want is portrait. I don't want landscape. portrait, and then I want the resolution now. I'm adding resolution. This is all how. I need 16K details, and then I believe I have all my information now. I have who, I have what, I have why, I have who is it for, and then I have how. So I can press send. Most likely it's not going to generate yet because I didn't put generate. But if it's okay, yeah, it's generating. Beautiful. I was going to say if it was to be my former, the actual ChatGPT that I use, it's going to generate because it knows what I normally do on a normal day. I didn't know that it's going to fall in line with it. So now I already say, okay, yeah, I even said generate. I said I want it to design. Yes, that's true. I already told it what to do. So no wonder it's doing it. So this is just an example in class, and the example is targeted toward prompt engineering, not necessarily graphic design. We should, let me check the schedule. I believe that I'm about to check the schedule so that I should know. The graphic design should be next week. I mean the next class rather, which is on Friday, I believe. Designing a flyer, designing using never things like that should be on Friday. So yeah, I believe should be on Friday. Yes, it's on Friday. Creating flyer, understanding design principle, practical design exercise, and like, okay, so we are not going to be looking into design. You can see that this is too AI-ish. Everything about it is saying AI. This is not even excellent at all. But our concern is not this. Our concern is this prompt. Do we understand what I'm saying? Our concern is not this. Our concern is this prompt. If we want to create flyer, we're going to be using other technique and other platforms to be able to achieve it. ChatGPT has a stereotype way of designing that just make it look as if, okay, this is AI. All right, so you can see what we have. 1 month AI field training. And why do I have this 1 month AI filmmaking? Why is it so big and loud? Because I used 3D flyer. That's why you see this 1 month, everything is so big, bogus and everything. It's because I use 3D. If I say simple, clean, elegant, it will change everything. It will change everything. That's what I was saying earlier, that how you use AI depends largely on your prompt. Let me even try it. Let me edit my prompt. To edit your prompt, come to this place on ChatGPT, click on the pencil, and then you will see edit 3D. Let me say clean, elegant flyer. I didn't add color to it. Let me say use sky blue and white to brand it. Okay, so you will see the difference now. It will change everything, every single thing. I believe that everybody has been following. So at this point, let me use the opportunity to still mention again. If you have not joined the class, if you are not on the group on WhatsApp, please go to the comment section now, or what you call the live chat. Just click on it. You will see a link there to join the WhatsApp group, which is the class. Join it. All the documents and some of the questions and corrections will come to that group, and then I'll be able to follow up with it. Also, if you want to purchase any of my book, the $1 Million Side Hustle no one is talking about, and also the Undetected and any of my courses, the link is also there. You'll see it pinned on the live the comment section, the live chat, whichever one you want to call it, you'll see it there. And I also mentioned that when we're in class like this, please, if you have any question, make sure you are writing it down so that you don't forget. Unless I call for a question, please don't ask question. It's basically for order, not necessarily anything serious. It's basically for order. And one other thing is that your assignment should be submitted before the next class, just so that we don't drag ourselves back. We'll be able, so that we can be able to progress every class. Your assignment should be submitted before the next class. It should be within 24 hours, but there's grace for 48 hours. However, whichever way, make sure that you submit your assignment before the end of the next class, just so that we can have it reviewed and move on to the next topic, and we're not dragging ourselves back. All right, so let's check our prompting. Notice we have an amazing one here. Anyway, we have an amazing one here. Check it out. This is AI training. There's something is missing. This is AI logo. It's not my logo, so it's one of the things I'm going to be learning next week when you're dealing with how to create graphics. AI training 1 month. AI filmmaking coming soon, August, for more information. This is clean and sharp. I think I like this result. However, like I mentioned, the focus is not on this graphic, the focus is on the prompting. So the prompt is able to give us this. If you improve on the prompt, you are going to get an amazing result more than this. Just like you saw rather, I was using 3D flyers. You saw what we saw. It looks very cliche. Now I change it to elegant, clean, and then we can see that we have something entirely different. Even when people might not know that this is AI. Yeah, but you can still get better results depending on the AI. I mean the prompts that you use. If I use dictation right now and I explain in details what I need this for, what I need this for, what I need this for, definitely ChatGPT is going to give me something amazing, and I will have it better than this. All right, so I believe everybody has gotten it to this point. Let me do a little bit of recap so that before I welcome question. All right, so what is AI? I think that's where we started from. AI is a machine, any machine that can mimic human being, that can do exactly or try to do what human being can do. Think, act, walk, or do anything that human can do. Okay, I've try and do what any human being can do. That's what we call AI. AI is a machine that can mimic human being. And 1 minute, let's see. AI is a machine that can mimic human being. And the question is, okay, sorry, this is high. It's affecting the highs. The way I just pull it to that. All right. So understanding what AI is and why AI is not. So I mentioned the fact that AI is not a robot, although robot uses AI, and the difference between them as far as is concerned is because robot to a large extent is an hardware. You can touch it, but most of the time when AI is being referred to artificial intelligence, they're talking about software, something that you cannot touch. So robot uses artificial intelligence. Their brain is wired with AI. There's an information that is making them to walk, talk, move, and do anything that they can do, but they are not necessarily AI. They just use AI. For example, Siri is not AI. Siri on your phone is AI, but Siri the human Siri in the house that you speak to is not AI, but there's AI inside that machine that is functioning. For example, this cleaning robot is not AI, but there is robot inside that cleaning robot that is enabling that robot to be able to move around and clean adequately. So that's what AI is, and that's what AI is not. So I say, what are the different types of AI? The different types of AI, narrow AI, general AI, and super AI. And I mentioned that narrow AI is where we are right now. AI that is trained on a specific information and can trained to do a specific task. It can do more, it can try to achieve more because of some other component that is attached to itself, maybe like plugin, API, using it to connect to other AI. However, it is trained on a specific information to complete a specific task. The general AI is the AI who has general knowledge, like human being, is smart, can be a lawyer, can also learn to be a doctor, can be a pastor, can also learn to be a pilot can also learn to be an engineer. But we have not been able to get there as far as creation is concerned. Has not gotten there yet. It's still a futuristic things. They are still hoping that they will be able to move AI to the place where it can have that knowledge and be able to learn everything and do everything at the same time. And the third type of AI is super AI, which it's more like to be for lack of better words, it's more like a god. That's what they are trying to make it. So that is more smarter than AI, 10 times better than AI, can think faster than AI, can access more than 10% of human brain and do way better, but it's still a goal. They've not been able to achieve it. So those are the three types of artificial intelligence that we have right now. And then we move into understanding the fundamental of prompting. And I explained to us that prompting, the bedrock of AI is prompting. That if you don't prompt your AI properly, you won't get the best results. And I go into the fact that it is garbage in, garbage out. If your prompt is not so good, you get not so good results. And I experimented it by just asking ChatGPT to create a business plan for me, and it couldn't do that. It has to ask me several questions. So the second prompt I gave it is the ones that has more details, and yet it still asks few other questions, but at least that one is much more details, and it got it. And then so we move into what are the techniques of AI, of prompt engineering, which I mentioned the fact that there are about 5 techniques that I have personally used, and I've documented them in a PDF. I'm going to be sending it on the group. However, I'm teaching one, which is the 5W for this training. I think I eventually taught 3 instead of 1 that I said I'm going to be teaching. I taught on 5 W question: the who, the what, the why, and the who is for, and the how. And then I taught on the fact that you can also dictate and explain everything. That's another technique. And the third one is that you can allow AI to teach you how to prompt other AI. We're going to be doing that maybe on Friday, which is the next class. We're going to be doing that. So, yeah, I believe that's where we stop right now. Any question? Does anybody have any question before we call it a day? Before I shared our assignment with us, and then we can call it a day. Does anybody have any question? Have you gained anything? And if you have gained anything, I would also like to hear from you what you have learned from it. And then if you have question, if you don't, please let me hear from you. Thank you. Stop sharing. All right. Ibukun Oluwa, you are so welcome. You are so welcome. Any question from anybody? If you have any question, please unmute your mic and please ask the question. All right, sir. Please go ahead, sir.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening, sir.
So what I want to do is I want to do a little housekeeping. I know we have a mixed class. We have some of us that are joining from Restoration. What's the name of it? Restoration Bible Church, and some other participants. So I just want to give a little background for those of us that are joining from Restoration. My name is Oluwasanmi Adedokun. I'm a public health physician. I am a son to Apostle Tunde Bolanta, and I visited the ministries sometime earlier this year, and I saw the beautiful work that is going on out there. There is a skill acquisition program that is going on there, and I was taught, and I felt like if we could add AI training on top of that skill acquisition program, that it would actually benefit the trainees. There's some trainees that can do this training and take it to the next level. So I requested from Apostle Balanta to give us some people that we can train that can transfer the knowledge to other people. And he recommended a number of you that are on this call. I don't know your background. I noticed that as Michael was, while he was starting, he was asking for people's backgrounds. So I really do not know your background. Some of you might be already quite.
Take care, sir.
Excuse me, please. Some of you might be familiar with AI. You use it in one context or the other. So let me just give you a little of my background. Like I said, I'm a public health physician. I work in a digital solutions company. In other words, I'm working in an IT company. My job is to find business for IT company, but I'm not an IT person, but I have to write proposals to funders. And so one of the things AI has enabled me to do is to write proposals on IT related matters, even though I don't have as much IT knowledge, and do something that is worth giving to a funder to say we can fund this. Now, I've been working with Michael for some time now, and I see the other things he can do with AI, and I wish I could do them. So where I'm going is, I want you, irrespective of your background, irrespective of your degree or lack of degree, whether you have a PhD or you have a school cert, I want you to come with the meekness, humility of a child that wants to learn something new. Because if you allow yourself to be that way, there are nuggets that you find out in the course of this training that will take your work to the next level, but will give you new ideas, fresh ideas about the kind of things you can do. And ultimately, the vision is for you to be able to transfer this knowledge to other people and build capacity. And I'll say build capacity and democratize wealth creation in the gathering of restoration ministries and beyond. So I'm appealing to you, stay the course. We're going to be doing this for about 4 weeks, 2 sessions every week. Humble yourself, give it your best shot, and see where you are at the end of 4 weeks. There are a lot of adverts on YouTube these days that talks about people who have been working for years. They have loads of experience, but young people with AI skills get the job done in a shorter time. And then this person goes and does a 28-day course in AI. And then because of his experience, he's able to outperform the young people because now he's on the same platform. He can use AI just as much as they can. So I'd like you to come with that attitude that this is going to enhance me. It's going to take me to the next level. I just wanted to put that out there. So thank you very much. And thank you, Michael, for today's classes. I think possibly on Friday or next Wednesday, I'm going to do a session that is related to the kind of things that I do with AI. Very simple things. I'm not as sophisticated as Michael is. But basically, I just want you to see the possibilities. And so that within the context of what you do presently, you can bring it on board and take what you do to the next level. Over. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. And in case, let me say it like he said it. So that's my daddy too. For some of you that do not know, that's my daddy. That's my daddy. Thank you so much, sir. And just like he had mentioned, on Friday is going to be, taking some part of the AI that we may need to know. And please, one thing I want to encourage every one of us, just like I said, is to be in class. I know that you will have the access to the recording. If you informed me that you're not going to be in class on time, nonetheless, it shouldn't be the reason why you should not be in class, because there is just something different from watching video and listening in class. So I believe that all of us have gotten that. So I'm still welcoming any question if you have, but if you don't have, I think I may want to just show you possibilities of what is possible, just like it mentioned, especially when it comes to video creations. And then we'll call it a day. No, I will give you the assignment. In fact, the assignment is very simple. Just use the prompt technique that you have been taught and the one that you are going to be given, the document I'm going to be sharing with you, to generate any flyer. Whether it's fine or it's not fine. It's not the point. But the details of the information that you give ChatGPT, you see the same thing that you are getting. That's what I just want to see. A flyer at the end of the day, and then I want to see the prompt you give to ChatGPT to generate the flyer. That's the assignment. So every one of us, I'm expecting, how many people are here? That's 13 people here. So except Doctor. So I'm expecting 12 people to send me. Okay, I'm also included, I believe. So I'm expecting 11 people to give me flyer with the prompts that they use to generate the flyer. You can come up with anything at random, but make sure that you have your prompt. You use this technique in there. Let me just see whether you understand what I said. And use, like I mentioned earlier, use other technique from the document I'm going to be sharing with you. Experiment with it to know the one that works for you, and you enjoy the use of AI at the end of the day. All right, so let me show us the possibilities, just like I mentioned. When it comes to video, I know that some of us are already familiar with this because we go on YouTube and we see a lot of things that are done by AI. Well, I just want to add to that, if you permit me. Let me just add to that. Right, so sharing that now.
I don't want it, Maya. I need it. That's a difference you stopped understanding the day you left the program.
This isn't a weapon. It was never supposed to be a weapon.
Everything is a weapon. You just haven't pointed it at anything yet. There she is.
Get out of my building, Titus.
You know what the worst part is? I remember when you used to believe in this. Before the board, before the money, before you decided saving the world meant locking it in a case.
I decided saving the world meant not handing it to a man who thinks pain is a personality.
Then let's see who's right.
Guess that's the job now.
story. Christ the Santa, Christ the way. For his glory every day. My marriage, for his glory. Tell his story. Everything we say and do, Lord, we bring the praise to you. When pride won't rise, we choose humility. When wahala come, we choose unity. When love grows cold, his grace they restore. Why we dey love like this? For his glory. My marriage, for his glory. I love, for his glory. I want, for his glory. Everything, for his glory. Who gave us this love? My God, who wrote our story? My God, why we dey shine like this? My God, why we dey love like this? For his glory. For his glory. For his glory. Our marriage is for his glory.
The song and the video is made of AI, completely AI.
I'm becoming more anytime, anywhere. I'm learning who I'm called to be anytime, anywhere. My destiny is calling me. Every moment is a classroom. Every day is part of it. This is more than information. This is training for my gift. No limits, no distance, just purpose and belief. Anytime, anywhere. This is how I'm built to live. Anytime, anywhere.
Anyway, that is what is possible and more. Honestly, I don't want to delay us more. Next class rather, I'm saying next week, which is Friday, we're going to be having doctor. If time permits us, we may have to, but I don't think it's necessary. If there's no time, doctor can have the floor and show us what he wants to show us, and we'll move on from there. Don't forget the assignment. The assignment is that you experiment the prompts. I want to see a flyer or the image that you generated and the information the prompt you used to generate that image, so that I can see the elements of the technique that you use in it. Like I mentioned, it's not, you can try your best to make it as perfect as possible, but the goal is not to get a perfect generation. The goal is to see that the technique you use has the component as you have been taught and as the document that you may have received has, and then we'll move on from there. So without further ado, I think I want to, Dr. Sir, is there any other thing that you want to say, sir?
No, nothing from me.
All right, sir. Thank you very much, sir, for the privilege, sir. He's the one that organized this training, and people that are joining from my end, it's a privilege to be part of this, because to be honest, without him, we are not going to be here. I have to be honest with you, and you guys can bear me witness to that. We won't be here. All right. So he's the one that organized this training. I'm more like an invited guest on this training. So thank you very much, sir. Thank you for the privilege, sir. I really, really appreciate it, and it means a lot to me, sir. So we're going to be meeting in the classroom. Thank you so much, everyone. See you in the next class.
Michael A. Ayodeji is a content strategist, video editor, AI expert with a strong passion for helping creatives, student, businesses turn skills, visibility, and technology into income. I am the founder of Brainstorm Media and Brainstorm Academy, a learning platform focused on practical digital skills such as video editing, content creation, AI tools for creators, marketing, and online monetization. Michael's journey into digital media began with at Catbull Media in 2017. Over the years, he has worked as a video editor, head of production, AI instructors, and marketer, trained individuals and small teams, and helped beginners move from confusion to clarity in the digital space. His teaching style is simple, practical, and result-driven, focuses on mind change and what works, not theory. His core belief is simple. Skill is not enough, you need to understand leverage. He is the author of the books, The $1 Million Side Hustle No One is Talking About, and Undetected, How to Bypass AI.
Where I am today is just a start. Where I wanna be is a work of art. The gap is real, but I see the stake. The eye's my tool, my leverage, my way. AI is a leverage, closing the gap. Turn ideas to income, put me on the map. From zero to dreams, watch my money rise. With AI in my hands, I'm aiming for the skies. AI is a leverage, closing the gap. Turn ideas to